Scorpio, how you doing? You had a good week? I hope so. Yeah, if you want to know more about the Astroflower, welcome to the Astroflower reading. This is going to be a reading for the 27th right through to the 3rd of July. Welcome to the Astroflower family. If you want to know more about the Astroflower family, there's links in the description below that give you all a lot more background information on the Astroflower. Just for quickly, relationship side, emotional sort of side, money and financial sort of side. Last week it was about reaching for, freedom was in your reach. Is within your reach basically. And it was about not sort of, going back to old ways that might have hurt you more than anything else. So I hope that sort of panned out well for you. I've done a reading on these solstice readings, which you will be able to find on our channel there, because there was a real barrage, like a dam of emotions that broke during this solstice season. We also have some stuff on Cymatic TV, so you might want to go into there and have a look what's going on there. Let's go straight into your reading though. It's still flowing through you, this. It's now the time is ripe to catch the next wave of progression through you. And the thing is that you're not going to be able to, it's like driving any car, you're going around a bend, you don't know what is around the bend. But is that going to stop you from driving or going where you're supposed to be going? That's the overall sort of feeling it's coming through. And now is the time to get in that car and go and do. Okay, so let's just see. This is the overall energy, and this is the karmic paths lessons for your relationship size and for your financial size. This is the outcome and what's leading into the following week. Let's have a look at this. So this is the overall energy that's within you. And I think this is about the not being able to see around the corner, because that's what life's about. It's not a circle. If you look from above, it looks like a circle, but it's actually a spiral that's gradually going forward. And if you look from above, that spiral looks like a circle, but you're not actually going over the same places. And the reason it's in the spiral is to stop us seeing totally round the corner. Because sometimes you may just kind of go, oh, I'm not going that way. I'm not doing that. I'm not living the rest of that life. There's difficulties in that life. Yes, there are difficulties. There's difficulties in everybody's lives. But the best thing about difficulties is it's an opportunity to understand things. Understand things about yourself, understand things about the world outside. And I think this is what this overall energy here is about. It's about understanding about what you have created for your life. Good things. There's anything as bad as well, but mainly good things. And what you can create in the future, and learning how to adapt to the unseen side of life in order to help you to manifest the future. Let's go through to what's the message on the relationship side? Throw caution to the wind. Enjoy. Let your hair down. Just enjoy. Enjoy. Seriously, just enjoy life. Life is difficult enough as it is, especially in this climate that we're in at the moment. Very difficult, no matter where you are in the world, I think. And because the world is difficult, you do not need to add to it. You don't need to add to any, difficulties within your life. So I would concentrate on enjoying life as well. And that doesn't necessarily mean like going halfway across the world. It might do, but you can't do that every week. What I mean about enjoying life is enjoying the moment, enjoying being with someone or being or doing something, just enjoying life, wholesomely enjoying life. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to go out, to the theatre every single night. If that floats your boat, do it, yeah. But can you really honestly do it every single night, all the time? There may be a few of you, very minority, that can, but in general, I'm talking about enjoying the here and now. Let's see how the universe is sort of like, that's So that's sort of like coming from that. The universe here is, yeah, it's really pushing into you and sort of saying, yeah, just do it, just do it. Call to action, just do it. Yeah, move on. Like, you've got the Page of Wands, you've got the Knight of Swords. These are very fast moving cards. And when things are moving fast, it's difficult to see what's going on around us. And I think that's what that hidden energy is about. And it's understanding those little triggers around you that make you go, yeah, that's a great bit of life. Make you kind of go, yeah. So do enjoy, you know. Let's see how you guides are trying to influence that karmic path. They're also pushing it into this, to this joy factor. They're trying to create opportunities for you to enjoy that here and now. They're very proactive, and in order to do that proactiveness, when you start heading down that road, obviously you're walking away from something. And this is what we were talking about last week. Don't go back to that. If I was you, I'd keep following on that pathway. Being just, being in balance, in harmony with yourself as you go forward. Enjoy the path, enjoy the journey, see what's going on around you. Start learning about unseen forces and energies and things in life that can actually help you to progress or help you to be in a place that's really good for you. That's what it's all about. So it's all about, they're trying to give you, guys here are trying to give you that harmonious, progressive, because these two here are so progressive. And the guides here are just trying to sort of provide those situations where you can really enjoy the here and now. Let's see how the guides are trying to influence that conversation that is within you. You might have a little chatterbox going on by the sounds of it. There's a lot going on. They seem to want to say a lot. You're not the most talkative of signs, got to be said. And maybe they're encouraging you to speak more, to express yourself. You know, turn around and say no in a group of people. You know, some group could be turning around sort of saying, I think this colour's much better than this colour. And you might prefer the other colour. And it'd be better for you to turn around and sort of say, no, it's not. That other colour's a lot better. But don't take it seriously, enjoy it. You know, coming in quick, they were talking quickly. So there may be a case here where, as I say, this wave is coming here. It is pushing into these three cards at the top here. And maybe it's going to be a case of life is going to be really busy for you. And maybe a bit too busy. You might need a holiday after this week. Yeah? But I would be proactive and active in it, because you've got speedy cards at the bottom and speedy cards at the front. So any relationships, according to family, friends, community, get involved. Yeah, be constructive, productive, or proactive. And constructive doesn't necessarily mean agreeing. Constructive means, you know, putting your value in it, because you have the value of yourself. Nobody else does. And it's good for you to stand on, you know, to stand on your own 2 feet, and for everyone to know it. Because when everybody does know it, then, you know, you'll be in a much better position, much happier, and a much joyful, much more secure position. But it's gonna make things move a little bit. Let's see what's going on your business side and your money side and your job. You've been doing due diligence. You've been working hard. You've got a plan on. You know what you want. You know how to get it. And now the fruits, there seems to be something coming in. It could be a new job offer, a new way of doing business. It could be an inheritance, for example. It could be winning the lottery, but I'm not sure if it's that, because I think it's tied to the work you've done. That's the thing. But it's some sort of like bonus or some sort of thing coming in for you where you can reap the harvest of what you've done in the past. You should do. You should understand that you have created that. You've created that bonus. That's really important. I think that is the lesson more than anything, to understand your worth and to stand up for it. You know, let's see what's going on there, because you do have a lot of earth down here in this section here. You do have a lot of earth up there as well. So there's a lot of earth going on here, and you can be highly productive in the background, an unsung hero, as it were. And it's about time you start singing, blowing your own trumpet, I think, or at least getting recognition for the stuff that you've done. Okay, let's just see what's going on here. Universe is pushing it out. They're almost like your cheerleader. That's what they seem like. They start singing your praises, but not to you, to the outside world. So you may, change your fortunes. This is really good. When the universe starts singing for you, it's like they're preempting for you. So they're creating opportunities in advance. So as you start moving forward quite quickly, and this is the importance of learning those energies, those hidden energies. Once you realize that actually you've got the wind at your back, and you've got the universe behind you in the way of jobs and stuff like that, you can see that opportunity arriving and you can seize upon it. And if you do seize upon it because it's arriving rather than just falling in your lap, it's going to be a lot more powerful, and you're going to get a lot more kudos and a lot more benefits of that opportunity. Let's see how the guides are sort of influencing that opportunities. It's as if like you're on a train, you're going down, you're going somewhere, and you're just seeing the scenery go past. And this is what the universe is doing, is promoting that scenery to provide those opportunities in the future. And there's someone in the train sitting with you in the train and looking out the window at the same time as you, but they know the area. And they're sort of explaining to you, oh, well, this will mean this will mean that, but you can't actually touch it as yet. But they're giving you the brochure version of the opportunities as they're being created by the universe. So they create those little coincidences around you when you drift off that they're going to be feeding to you, which is going to connect with the universe and those opportunities going forward. So yeah, being 4, maybe they may be very straight with you. So in the background you might see mountains. You say, oh, that'd be quite nice to go up the mountains. And your guides are kind of going, really? You're not in the position in order to go up the mountains. There might be something you might be in the position, but they're sort of being very conservative about what you can actually get. So they're not feeding you, they're cutting out the illusions, basically, of sort of saying out in the scenery, look at this opportunity over there. There's a really beautiful hill here. You can walk up it, and on top of the hill, there's a nice sort of spring, so you can bathe in a bit of nice water and stuff like that. It's very easy to get to. You can definitely do that. Rather than sort of saying going up the mountain, seeing the most amazing view. That may be in the future, but at the moment, they're giving you what is really possible, rather than the universe sort of kind of really opening up big opportunities and the guides sort of saying, and this is what you've got to do in order to get to that opportunity. If you feel in a right position to go for that managing director's job, then go for it. But if you feel that I need to step through, say like financial director first, I need to be financial director before going on to that, that's where they're sort of helping you out. So it's the same thing in your business. If you want a chain of shops, you've got to open that first shop to understand how that first shop works. And this is how the guides are sort of helping you here. How they're helping you in the conversation that is within you, this is much more proactive. Like that side there, this is where we come into that wave factor. They're going to be helping, sorry, to go back to this one, they're going to be helping you explain the unseen, sorry, because these two are really working in tandem at the moment. although it's going fast, it's good to be clear with yourself what you want. Don't necessarily have to be, obviously it helps to be clear with the outside world as well, but it's to start off, just be really ultra clear with yourself. There's a lot of things going on at the moment, I feel, and a lot of opportunities, a lot of possibilities, and it's just being really clear with yourself so you can really seize those opportunities. Healthy boundaries. This is what maybe is about being clear with yourself. Realizing, when I was saying earlier on, sort of saying, you can climb that mountain if you feel you're ready to climb that mountain. Or if you're ready to open that chain of shops right away, then open it up. But if you're not, if you feel like, it's probably best if I just open one shop to start with and then I'll work on the chain. That is healthy boundaries. That is setting down possibilities rather than impossibilities. And I think that's learning about the unforeseen things so you don't kid yourself. And you don't tend to kid yourself, Scorpio. You're very grounded as a water sign because you have a huge amount of earth in you. But you're very grounded. And that grounding earth makes you very reasonable, let's say, with ourselves. It can make you a little bit harsh as well with yourself, and then equally harsh with the outside world. I myself, as a Capricorn, can be exactly like that as well. I can sometimes be incredibly harsh, and everyone's got something to work on. So we try. The best thing is you've got to learn each time. And this seems to be putting in place a lot of things that you should have learned in the past. And you need to adapt to the situation, but a change in a way to the situation. So then you don't have to deal with that in the future. Let's see what's going on with the outcome. With all that movement around you, because the Nine of Wands is about going on a journey as well. It's preparing and literally heading off on a journey as well. This is all about journeying as well. You've got a lot of journeying stuff going on, certainly within your spirit side. And here is like you're like that rudder, that guiding thing in your life. You really know, I'm going this way and this is what I'm doing, which can be good, but it can also be very hard. It depends on your situation. If you do need to be hard, then be hard. It's the situation that will dictate. But this here is, I think it's more of a case on this one here is just about being clear about your destinations and stuff like that. I think it's keeping your eye on the goal. That's what it's all about. A bit of a leap of faith. The funny thing is there's no repeating cards here, as far as I can tell, from last week. There's a real change around, and I put it down to that solstice, that went through. And that solstice has got a lot to do with that hidden energies and hidden emotions that we all have, without exception. And I find it interesting to explore that, to explore my difficult side as much as explore my beautiful side, because exploring both sides help both sides to be in harmony with one and the other. So it's going to mean that you're keeping your eye on the goal but not getting attached to anything. That's possibly what it could be, the idea of the Fool there. Because if I'm saying keep your eye on the goal, keep it clear with you and everything like that, the Fool is not really that sort of card. The Fool here is sort of kind of saying, because you've got movement around you, the Fool here is giving the clarification on that message, sort of saying, be clear and about what you're doing, and it's a leap of faith in that itself. And don't get distracted from the world around you. That's what that Fool's sort of saying there. You know, just let things roll off your back. Be very light and easygoing with the outside world at the moment. But keep your eye on the goal. I know it's difficult, but just try not to get triggered sometimes. Okay? So there you go, Scorpio. Actually, really good reading. Everyone seems to have these readings at the moment that are based upon application of understanding. And it's a real mechanical week. Very interesting week. Very interesting. So yeah, there you go. If you're already part of the Astroflower family, seriously, I do thank you for supporting this channel and the subs you give us and the time you take to invest in your life by investing in these videos, these readings. Really do appreciate it. If you want to be part of the Astroflower family, it would be an absolute joy. It's very easy to do. You just need to subscribe and click that bell. And then eventually, you know, very soon you'll get into the rhythm of the Astroflower, because the Astroflower is really based upon rhythms and elements and qualities and that sort of thing, and how it all sort of fits together. You know, it helps you to get the best out of any situation, basically. Okay. So yeah, there you go. In the meantime, I guess, you know, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.